Hello, hello, hello. We are going into part two of the Alexis Avila case. Um, we are going to go into part two of the investigators for the detectives who are asking questions. So I'm going to hear myself and see if it works. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Well, so this is part two. We're going to get into it. If you are new here, welcome. Hit the thumbs up. If not, hit the subscribe button, the bell to all to get all latest notifications to all the newest true crime cases that I will be doing here on Manic Stream. We are talking about a 18-year-old female, Alexis Avila, that told investigators she went in a panic shortly after giving birth and chose to leave the newborn in the dumpster behind Rig Outfitters in Hobbs, so it was behind a plaza. After enduring nearly 6 hours in temperatures below 40 degrees, the baby boy survived aftercare from strangers who found him while searching the dumpster for items. We have those people that dig through dumpsters to find anything they can through the dumpsters. The newborn is with the father, Stefan, at this moment. So that's all we know right now. It's pretty much the case is she was in the room with the investigators explaining she went in panic. She didn't know what to do. This was all in part one that I was showing. She said she thought her parents were going to be mad and not supportive. She kept saying, "I'm only 18 years old," smiled while saying that she won't be 18 years old for long. The detective told her how would she feel if that was her, and she pretty much said and asked her why she didn't call 911. She cleaned herself up and kept the cord attached to the baby's button. The detective told her she knew right from wrong. We do know that she's on a $10,000 bond and she's on house arrest. Her new trial court date is December 19th. She's on 2 counts of felony attempt murder and child abuse. Hi, Cool Gamer. It's good to see you. So we are going to dive right into what is going to go on. So that's pretty much what we are going to be discussing about watching this. This is about a 36-minute video, 36 minutes pretty much. If you would like to be in the side chat and have your own opinion, if you want to have your own discussions, you can. Everyone is welcome. Just be respectful and just be respectful. All right. So here we go.
Not sure if you remember last time Daniel Perez on the investigator here with the hospital department.
Okay. So I have some questions.
This is her mother. We are diving in right now. This is Alexis Avila's mother's interview of her side of the story, what she thought, things like that. So this is going to be very interesting. All right, here we go.
Questions I need to ask you. Let me just go quickly. Do you need any water? More? Everything cleans. Really?
All right. So With anybody I talk to, it's policy and procedure for me to read your rights. It doesn't mean anything more than that, okay? Just making you aware of your rights. It doesn't mean you're going to be arrested. Yeah, I don't have any plans of arresting you. I just need to talk to you. You know, as far as I have some questions for you, and that's about it, okay? Like I said, I'm Detective Perez. My batch number is D6. Today, I believe it's past midnight. It's past midnight. So let me read your rights. There are different bulletins. If you don't understand one, you can just always stop me and for me to clarify, okay? Or reread to you. So obviously you do have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything at all, and anything you do say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that part? Okay. Second, you have the right to an attorney before you talk to me, and you have the right to talk to an attorney if you so desire. Do you understand that part? All right. If you cannot pay for an attorney, the judge will appoint one for you free if you desire an attorney. Do you understand that part, ma'am? All right. You have the right to have your attorney present when I talk to you. Do you understand that part? And lastly, you do not have to talk to me, but if you do, you have the right to stop talking at any time. Do you understand? All right. So today is January 8th. It's just past midnight. So January 2022. It's approximately 12:05 a.m. So with that being said, if you agree to speak with me, if you can initial each one of these bulletins, you can print your name, sign, and you can either, initial yes or no. It's up to you. All right. Let's get this out of the way. I know I got your name from your husband. If you can just confirm your full name, please. Okay. What's your date of birth now? It's a good phone number for you.
9388.
9388? All right. And you reside at McKinsey? That's your address, your home address? Okay. Who lives with you?
Me, my husband, and Lexi.
Your husband, Alexis. Okay. How old is your daughter?
Lexi,
Mhm.
she's 18.
She just turned 18, from my understanding. Okay. I know there's a lot to process, okay? I know you're a parent, I'm a parent, before being, whatever title I have, that's what I do. I'm a human, you're a human. There's always two sides to a story, and that's the main reason why I'm here, okay? Try to, I only know the evidence part of it and why we're called out there and what we found and what we learned and who we talked to and what led us up to this. But obviously there's a lot more. There's always two sides to a story. I only know one side. I've learned, some information from your daughter. And as I explained to her, I don't like, you don't like to be lied at, okay? So obviously there's a lot of evidence that speaks for itself, or else I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't have gone knocking on your door doing what we did. So if you can, explain to me, what have you learned, what have you noticed as far as her demeanor, her behavior, her regular routine, or anything that has changed. I learned a lot from her, so I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page as far as that goes.
I mean, she goes to school, she works. After work, she goes home. It's the same routine every day.
Okay.
That's all we do. Like, we work and go home.
You work and go home?
Yeah.
Is she working full time or?
Part-time. Well, now that they were on vacation, she's worked, I would assume, full-time, but now with them going back to school, it's part-time.
Okay. Whenever I spoke with you at your residence, you mentioned that she's been sick. So she's been sick for?
Yeah, we were at the, when were we? In the ER, we were at the ER with Tuesday. About 4, we left the house about 4:30 or something, I don't know. because she was complaining of back pain. And she was in a car accident about a year and a half, almost a year and a half ago. And she has her L5 is cracked. Her spine somewhere down here at the bottom.
Okay.
It's cracked. So I just assumed that it's back problems. So we went to the hospital and the doctor said it was lumbar pain, a lumbar strain.
Okay.
And he gave her Tylenol 300 or Tylenol something. He gave her 2 kind of pills for the pain. And he said that it was just maybe something that she had done at work. Maybe she pulled something. Maybe she picked up a box wrong.
Okay.
That because a lot of people bend at their waist instead of bending at their knees. So we just like, okay, well, we ended up getting home about 7:38, and I took her meds, and well, they called it in, I guess, and I picked them up about 1:00, 1:30. I'm not really sure, and that was that. She took her pills. It kind of helped. That was Tuesday. Wednesday, she woke up with more pain, so I gave her more pills. Gave her the pill that she was supposed to have, and I said, "Well, don't go to school because if a lot of teachers don't like students to get up and go to the restroom, or I assumed she was just constipated. My husband thought she was constipated as well because of the pain that she was having. And then, so the doctor at the ER said, make an appointment with your physician. So I did, and it was yesterday. She went to the doctor yesterday. I couldn't go with her because I had to work. And I told her, I said, well, you can go by yourself. And they told her she was constipated. That's all I know until today.
Right. What did she tell you today, or what happened?
Well, when I told her after y'all had gone there, after you had told us, I went into the room. I said, Lexi, what's going on? And I said, the cops are here, the detective. They're going to pick up your car, that you threw trash. You threw they found a baby in the trash can, in a bag. And she's like, what? No. Well, yeah, I threw trash. And she told me she found out yesterday that she was pregnant, that she didn't know it was going to come this fast. I had no clue she was pregnant. I mean, yeah, she had gained weight, but nothing to where I can say, oh, yeah, she's pregnant. I mean, no, we eat. Sometimes we're lazy. We eat in bed or on the couch and we lay down. I mean, we're not active people, as you can see, but I had no clue. Like, I had no clue. This, like, really, I don't know what to think. I don't know.
Right.
I have no clue.
And what if I told you that she told me at first she said you didn't know, but she said that she let you know at one point that she was pregnant. Because she knows exactly when she found out.
She told me just now.
Right.
Well, when I was talking to her in the room, and she said she found out yesterday.
Or she says the other way. She said whenever she found out she was pregnant, she let you know that she was pregnant. Is she lying?
Well, I believe there's a note in the card saying that the doctors told her.
But prior to this, I mean, before she says that you had knowledge, you knew that she was pregnant.
She told you that I knew she was pregnant? Yeah, because she just told me.
Right. No, before this, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That she said that you knew. Not her dad, but you knew. I'm just trying, and it's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to figure out, if you knew it's fine.
No,
I'm just trying to figure.
Was pregnant.
Okay. So you didn't see anything different as far as even.
Like I said, she had gained weight, but nothing to where I can say, Lexi, like, you're pregnant.
Right.
Because her weight has always fluctuated. Because ever since she was little, she's always been chunky. In junior high, she lost weight. She was playing sports in high school. She was playing sports, and then like in 10th grade, 11th grade, she gained weight, and then she lost weight, but it's nothing to where I can say where I notice I'm like, Lexi, there's something wrong. What's going on?
Okay.
No, I mean, if weight, her weight always fluctuated.
Right.
It's not. She's never been a size 2 all her life, and then all of a sudden she's a size whatever.
Okay.
You know, it's. I didn't know she was pregnant. Well, I mean, I knew today, or I guess yesterday. You can say yesterday.
Right. So yesterday you found out she was pregnant. She told you?
Like when y'all went, when you went.
But
to
not
the
when
house,
she went
it
to
was
the
still-
doctor.
When you went to the house,
Right,
it was
right.
yesterday.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah,
is
it's past
Friday.
midnight, right? But when she went to the doctor,
She went Thursday.
what did she tell you then?
I asked her. I said, "Lexi, what they say?" She said that I was constipated.
She didn't tell you anything else?
No, she didn't tell me anything else.
Did you suspect anything at any point?
No, not really, because I mean, I popped her back. I mean, usually if you're pregnant, you don't lay on your stomach, nor do you have your mom pop your back. I mean, I don't even know if she knew she was pregnant. I don't know.
Right.
And I asked her over here, I'm like, what's, we really didn't talk much. She was scared. She's scared. We've never been here before.
Right.
I mean, we're not people who get in trouble. We're not people who cause, problems or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we mind our business, we work, and we go home.
Absolutely. Well, I have prior knowledge that back in March she did, she told a friend that obviously she was pregnant and she did not want a kid. So I know that she knew that she was pregnant.
Back in March.
So right now, this is an interview with the mother of Alexis Avila, and she's pretty much breaking it down that she has back pain and the lumbar 5, and the the doctor gave her 2 sets of medication for her back, and didn't see anything about Alexa gaining weight on and off because it was a normal thing, I guess. Mom didn't know at all that she was pregnant when she was just saying that when she went to the doctor Thursday. She told her mom that the doctor told her that she's constipated, not that she was pregnant. And then she found out Alexa was pregnant when the cops and detectives came to the house to pick her up. So this is pretty much what they're saying. And then the officer just told her, like, back in March that, Alexa knew that she was pregnant, and told a friend, like, in confidence, and said that she didn't want the baby. So it starts adding up when you hear these stories, because when we do part 3, that's when the children's father, Stefan, will come in and explaining more on the relationship between her and Alexa. And Stefan is the father of the baby. So when we get more into the mother's interview, you're going to hear of how much lies that Alexa did, and how she hide it, things like that, because the mother didn't even recognize, like, with the weight gain. When you're pregnant, you're pretty much like you gain weight. But I can say this: when I was pregnant with my daughter, I only gained 13 pounds. So I was like itty bitty, and then just having, you've seen the baby bump, but like if I could put a big sweatshirt or something on, I could have hide it. So this is pretty much where he's trying to get into, like, how all this has been going down through the time from March till January. You know, March of 2021 to January of 2022. They're trying to figure out, what, why, how, what made her do this, what, things like this. Does she have any like mental health illness? Did anybody come to her? She was saying that she felt scared to tell her parents because she felt like her parents would be abandoned her or not supported of her because she just turned 18 years old. And then she made a comment when I did part one. Alexa made a comment like, I have a job and I'm finishing school, so money wouldn't be a problem. And if the baby's okay, I want the baby back. And, if that was the case, then why didn't you call 911? Why didn't you, do the doctor's appointments? Why didn't you tell your parents? All these things, questions come in mind. In all honesty, at the end of the day, she didn't want the baby. So she tried to make every excuse in the book of what, make it like she was scared and she panicked and she didn't know. In all reality, the detective, here we go. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Teresa.
Right. Now, my question to you is what's with the incident in June? I know you called the cops. What happened with that?
Well, she was dating this guy, and that officer that went, he's actually the one that went to the house that day because my sister-in-law's sister had called me and told me that her boyfriend at the time, they were at La Sierra, and her boyfriend at the time apparently had hit her. And so when I called her and I'm like, Lexi, you need to come home. I said, what's going on? And she's like, nothing. It looked like she had been crying, and her cheek was a little pink because she's light complected. So, I mean, you can tell when something, excuse me, if she's been hit or something, excuse me. And so I called her and they went to the house because I said, you need to bring him over here. I need him to tell me, if he really did hit you. And so she did. He went with his parents, and of course we were there. And as soon as my husband tried to explain to his dad what was going on and why they were called, the dad got very aggressive and very aggressive. So I called the cops. I'm like, you need to come over here because apparently this guy hit my daughter and she's, and I need to know what's going on. And so, yeah, he went by and apparently, you're a teenager, you're in love. No, he didn't. And she, she defended him and yeah.
What's his name?
The one that hit her? Or the one that apparently hit her?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm sorry?
Why?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, making sure she's telling me the right name also, just to make sure everything is consistent.
Yeah. His name is Steven.
Steven? Okay. How long have they been dating for?
I don't think they're dating anymore.
Or how long were they dating for?
Oh, I don't know, maybe about a year. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Let me see. We were in the hospital and maybe a year because we were in Lubbock in 2020 with her dad, COVID, and then, yeah, I guess about a year, maybe about a year. Because I guess they had dated, had started dating, I guess, in April, March, April, I don't know, of that year. But they're not together. They haven't been together for a while. I can't tell you exactly how long.
Okay. From what you understand, when did they stop dating, more or less, or did she mention to you, or was it after that incident
Yeah,
in
it was
June?
after. It was after. That happened in, what, in June?
Mhm.
Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Maybe July. We were in Lubbock in July. They started school in August. I don't know, maybe September. I would say probably September, where I kind of noticed where she started hanging out at home more.
Around September.
I would. I mean, don't quote me on it.
No, I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, I'm bad with dates.
Okay. Did she tell you as to why they had broken up, or what had happened, or what the issue was? Did she ever say anything?
No, she never told me why. I really never. I really never asked. I guess because after that incident, I really didn't. I just seen him different. I just felt that if you, I mean, he denied hitting her. He denied it. I just felt that if you're not man enough to tell me if you really did hit her, I just don't.
Right.
I really didn't really care for him after that.
After that,
didn't pay much attention to him, or we just stopped talking after that. Really, that incident happened, and that was that of them. I hadn't seen them or anything after that.
So you stopped talking, but they continued dating. Is that what you're telling?
I don't know if they were dating, but they were talking.
Okay, but you didn't. He wasn't allowed to go back to the house.
No, he was not allowed to go back.
Okay,
after that, not allowed to go back.
Okay.
No, he was not allowed. And then she started school in August. I'm gonna I would say probably September, where I kind of noticed that she was still going out with her friends, but nothing to where I can say, you're still seeing them. I don't know, really.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say yes, it was this day, this month.
No, like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel as far as more or less a little bit of a time frame and timeline. So that's, other than her back pain, has she had any other health issues, mental issues, anything? Did she take any medication for anything? Is she on any type of medication?
No.
Okay.
No. She I don't know if it was that year of 2020 where she was suicidal. She was suicidal after her friends passed away. Johnny and Cooper. She was suicidal.
Okay. Is she suicidal because she's just felt, depressed of their passing, or?
I think so. I mean, I would say yes, because I mean she's always been a happy kid, teenager, moodiness and all that nonsense, but nothing.
So pretty much she's breaking it down like, yes, she was pretty much talking about they're back in sometime in March. She told a friend and didn't want the kid. There was some in June. She was saying there was a domestic abuse between the ex-boyfriend, Stefan, that's the children's father. She stated he hit her, been together over a year, and then it ended in September. And at this time, around September, this is where the mother said that she started, she hung it with her friends, but not like all the time. Like her whole routine of things started changing, and she stopped everything in September, things that she enjoyed doing. And all she did was go to school and, to work. But then she stopped going to school also in a way of the end of December when she stated that she was really sick, and she just didn't go to school in December. And now she's in, the officer's asking, like, did she ever have mental health illness, anything like that? And the mom stated that, she felt suicidal after her friends died in 2020. So you'll see some of the things that, what some teenagers go through, but it's not normal that, you know, you've been hiding a pregnancy for like the longest. I think that's not normal when it comes to a teenager mind. Like, she didn't want the kid, but I feel like she kept the kid because of the ex-boyfriend. That's just my opinion. And when she had the baby, she kind of freaked out. But she could have just called 911, and, if she didn't want the baby, she could have, you know, got the proper care for the baby, then thrown the baby in the dumpster. But here we go. Yes, Rosemary, go to watch part 1. That's what Alexis interview. All right, here we go. And there's not really much commentary to this video because it's just the mother explaining a lot what Alexis' behaviors were, what's her mental health, what she's seen, what has things changed, things like that. So that's what we're hearing, and you're going to hear the officer talk, asking a lot of questions. So how old was she when she got pregnant? She was 17 years old, and she's just turned 18 years old. She was 18 years old when she had the baby. And this happened in January of 2022. So this just happened this year. Her trial date is December 19th of this year. She got off of a $10,000 bond when they went to court. They arrested her here, and she had to go to like a pretrial or arraignment. She was posted a $10,000 bond. She got someone posted for her, got her out of jail, and now she's on house arrest. Through this time, in April this year, she asked the judge if she can see the baby because the baby survived. And the judge denied it. You're not allowed to see the child. You literally threw your child in the garbage dumpster. You tried to kill the baby, wrapped it up in a dirty blanket and stuck it in garbage bags and tossed the baby like it's nothing. And if you want to see the video, Rosemary, it's in the part 1. I played the whole the camera video of it, the surveillance of it. So she's trying to play the card, the panic card, and she didn't know. But when you watch her and see her body language and how she says things in the first video, part 1, you're gonna see that it's kind of like she doesn't give a shit. Yes, the baby is alive. The baby was, if it wasn't for the 3 people that dumpster diving to look for items, that baby probably would have been passed away. But that baby was wrapped up in a dirty, bloody blanket with the umbilical cord still attached to it, and then wrapped in like a garbage bag and thrown in the garbage can. And it was sat in the garbage can from 2 p.m. to 7:30 at night. So it was in there for 6 hours under 40 degrees weather. And the baby was whimpering. There was no crying to the baby. The baby was hardly even like, trying their hardest to stay alive. So, yes, the baby survived. Right. And this is where we're at with the mother. Right. She had the baby in the parents' bathroom. She had the baby at the house. So she said when she went to the bathroom and it felt like she had a poop. And then when she popped, she just said she pooped the baby out. Like, literally pooped the baby out. Yeah, he's a he. The baby's name is called. I don't know the baby's name. I forgot what the baby's name was called. I think Seven or Save or something like that. But all right, here we go. Hey, Anarchy, good to see you.
Or I can say, yeah, you know, something drastically happened in our immediate family where she felt lost and confused. No, I mean, I did lose my mom in 20, but after it was pretty much mainly after Cooper passed that she was just depressed, I guess.
Okay. All right.
And I left. It was in 2021.
That's okay if you don't remember. Can you go back to yesterday and explain to me how your day was? I know you said she stayed home, or do you all go to work, or what time y'all go to?
I leave at 7:30, and she stayed home. I told her to just stay home this week. I mean, it's Friday, just stay home. There's no point in you going to school. Just stay home. She had already missed the entire week, which I forgot to call and tell him, but I didn't really like. I went to work and I left at 3. We were gonna go get our nails done, and that was it. I mean, we stayed home. I left to go. I went to go pick up her check. I went to go deposit her check. Domingo went to go get food. I was babysitting my grandkids. But that's it. I mean, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything.
What time did you make it back home? Do you remember?
It was about 3.
About 3. Was she home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you notice anything different?
No, I mean she was still laying down in bed. I mean, she had been laying down all week.
Okay.
She's wanted to stay in her room all the time now. So it wasn't unusual.
Right.
It wasn't.
So y'all ate together whenever your husband.
She ate in her room. We ate at the table, and.
Okay. What time did your husband go to work?
He just has different hours because of he's a sales guy, and so I guess if he sees a customer, he goes and he sees a customer.
Okay.
And or he'll go to the office or he'll work from home. His schedule is just.
What time did he make it back home to you? Was he already home when you got back, or?
Yeah, he was at home.
Okay. So he made it home before you did?
Yeah, but he was at my mother-in-law's, which is right next door.
Oh, I see. So you mentioned you ate together with your husband and she ate in her room, but you didn't notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, because she normally eats.
Everything normal? I mean, that's normal for her to eat in her room? Did she mention anything to you? Did she bring anything up? Did you notice any change of character or anything at all?
No.
Nothing?
She was laying down on her phone at like she always is.
Just herself.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Okay. Did you all talk throughout the day? Like whenever you were at work before you, did she call you?
Talk to her at all.
No. So you guys didn't make it to the nail appointment?
No,
Okay.
No, because she was feeling lightheaded.
Okay.
So we didn't bother going.
Did she communicate with you, like via text, telling you that she was lightheaded? That's why she.
No, I was already at home.
Oh, you're already at home, so you're gonna get home and then from there go to the.
Yeah, well, I was gonna pick her up and then go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But whenever she told you, you didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
No, because I mean, I just assumed it was because of the pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But that's what she was acting like days prior, right? Because of the pain, she was just in pain.
She had been sick to her stomach. She had been thrown up. She had a headache. You know, just normal, common cold, I guess. But the doctor at the hospital said it was a lumbar strain, and I like, okay, but that would make sense because her L5 is cracked.
Okay.
From that accident she had.
The car accident that you mentioned. All right.
So nothing was like, oh, that doesn't sound right.
Would bring concern to you. Cool. You think everything, Serge? That goes to show her. I mean, she had no remorse. I mean, she was acting herself after the fact. Doesn't have any medical issues. To where? Huh? Oh, that's what she's saying.
So mom's saying that she stayed in her room. The girl stayed in her room a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing like that ever crossed her mind. They didn't talk about.
She like just, but I mean, to me, I guess after that one incident, she says that the guy wasn't allowed back to home. Obviously, she had something against him.
The boy.
Yeah. That she didn't.
What about her cell phone?
Her cell phone?
Yeah, suspect.
I would say suspect. See if she gives us consent to just dump it.
It's at her house.
It's at the house?
Room. And that's something you can probably ask her. She's 18, so. You need to walk in with her to get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's going to give you consent to dump it.
Yeah, I was thinking of that while I was talking to Mom. See if she gives us consent just to make sure that.
What do you think about Mom?
Their demeanor is not that of a parent who just found out that her 18-year-old kid dumped a kid in the trash. Because it's consistent to me. Yeah, I mean, she's talking.
Both of them are
At one point, so I don't know.
dead before. This is not the first time.
Could have. I don't think I have any other questions. I have some questions about suspect, I guess, as far as their phone.
Oh, yeah. That's right, Grandma. I didn't catch it. I guess she said my grandson or my grandkid.
No, she was taking care of her grandson.
Oh, she has another one?
Yeah.
What is it like? It's living at the house?
I guess she was just taking care of him. No, I mean, she couldn't have taken care of, I don't think.
The other one. Unless she helped deliver it.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much, she's just, describing, what happened and then asking about the phone and things like that. And it's pretty much down to she told symptoms, and because the doctor said that she had constipation, she said, wink wink, and nothing out there nor everything was normal, and because she was in that car accident, she thought she had pain problems in the back from the car accident. So the mother is so naive that she didn't know that at this time she was going through labor pains, you want to call it. That's pretty much what the symptoms of being pregnant and going through pretty much labor pains, that night. And it was normal that she was in her room all the time. Um, so that's pretty much it. Sums down to the mother. Like, she explained about the car accident, how her back pain you always gets messed up here and there because of the car accident, and then you know leaving her daughter, saying that she went to the hospital, and the doctors told her that she was saying that she's constipated, and in all reality that she found out that she was pregnant. um, and Alexis didn't want to tell her parents. So when the parents went to work the next day, she had the baby. And that's where we're at today. um, she really was that naive. Probably. Probably. Hey Tiffany, good to see you. All right. So all the officers are doing is talking about any way of trying to figure this out, what to do next. And then he's gonna walk in and talk to the mother again, and then it's probably the end of it. So if you guys want to, on the side chat, put your opinions. What do you think? What do you think about how the mother respond? Do you really think she was naive of knowing that her daughter wasn't pregnant? Do you think her mother knew there was something going to happen? I want to know what your guys' opinions on this. All right, here we go.
Somebody had to cut the cord. And so the girl's telling me she cut the cord.
Mm-hmm. So, I didn't get into that. Beth in the restroom, their restroom.
The bathroom had to be a mess. Mom would have known that. Yeah, I just don't see how. I just don't plop out a baby.
But,
The baby was wrapped in a pink towel.
yeah. They had a lot of time to talk though, and come up with the story.
That would probably be the only other time. She can ask for consent for the phone, you might as well ask consent to look around in the room. Unless you want to do paper on it. But it never hurts to ask, it's always gonna hurt.
To get consent to go in there and just.
Yeah, what she did with the sheet said she had to clean something up, she just couldn't.
You have to get consent from both of them, don't you? Because you gotta get the 18-year-old's consent
For her room and then mom.
Yeah.
In the house, but.
Yep. I just had a lot of time in their hands. A ton of time.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. Paper. It's been.
A ton of time.
It's been 10 hours after the house. Dad's cleaning up right now.
Oh, Dad didn't come?
No. Well, it doesn't hurt her desk. I mean, there's a couple of things that I think about everything else you need.
Yeah.
As far as the dumping part and what happened. Well, so when she turned 18?
22nd, 23rd?
In December.
Yep. I'm not too concerned about getting consent to search the home. Her phone mostly. I think there's something in there that we can. I'm gonna wrap it up with mom and then see if she can get some consent to get her phone. See what's up. What's up, dude? Sorry about that. Okay. So, like I said, obviously there's a lot going on. There's a lot of information going back and forth. I'm just trying to make sure I cover everything. Do you have any questions for me at least?
Yeah, like what this baby, like what?
Right. I don't have an update, a medical update as of right now. I can't tell you, as far as the investigation, obviously it's too too early into the investigation for me to tell you what's going to happen. I'm just, out here finding out, getting statements, gathering evidence and stuff like that. So, but I can definitely keep in touch with your daughter. She's of age, as I said, she's 18 years. So any new information I find out, then I will relay that to her. And then if I do have any other questions for you, then I can always touch base with you and your husband. Did he stay behind? Did he stay back home?
I'm telling you, we were babysitting
Oh, okay.
our grandbabies, and we couldn't leave them by
All right. So how old are they, or how many are you babysitting?
grandbabies right now? We have 6.
No, the one that you're babysitting.
Oh, one's 8-year-old and the other one's 8.
Okay. And now, else in your home, do you have one restroom, 2 restrooms, 3, or is it one restroom you all share? Did you notice anything?
No, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
I don't like to clean the bathroom.
Did she tell you as far as how she delivered the baby?
I don't know.
Did she tell you anything? You didn't ask?
I didn't even know she had a baby in the house.
I'm just asking, it's just.
I don't know where the baby. I don't know where the baby was. I have no clue.
Okay.
I had no clue she was pregnant.
Where do you work now? What's
I work at the schools?
At the schools. Okay. What's your title there?
I'm a teacher, first grade teacher.
Okay. What is the best phone number I can get in touch with you? 318.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Do you have any other questions? I know you asked me, but I don't have the answers to you right now.
Are we gonna go home?
Yes. Right now she's able to go home. She is.
Do we know anything else? What's gonna happen?
As I said, I don't have right now. We do have custody. Well, we don't. Child Protect or CYFD, Child Youth and Family, Services. They have custody of the baby. So once we do find out further, then rest assured we'll make you aware of it, or I'll make her aware of it as far as what's gonna happen.
It's kind of crazy that she's of age now. Before it's like.
Right, it's all up to the parents, but now.
Just talk to me and let me know, but.
Exactly.
My oldest is 28, and he's always gonna be my baby too. So.
I understand.
They're all my kids, and I'm just so lost.
I'm with you. I completely understand.
I don't even know what to think. I just don't know.
Right. I get you. I understand. I'm a parent myself, so I don't know how it would sink in either.
And then, we're laying there, and I was asleep on the couch, and if I got a knock, and then, this car, just threw everything.
Right.
Just threw everything out there, and and the car. What about the car? What's gonna happen?
Once we're done with it, as far as the whole search warrant stuff like that, then we shouldn't have a problem as far as releasing it. And again, I'll make her aware of as far as who's the registered owner on it.
We are.
Okay. We are. All right. So I'll let the registered know. In that case, once we're done with it.
Yeah, we are done.
Okay. So that would wrap it up on my end. I don't know. There's officers should be coming here and they'll escort you out. Okay.
Oh, do I stay in here?
Yeah, they'll come get you.
Hey, Willow. This just amazed me at the end that the mom asked if Alexis could go home, and they told her that she can go home. See, I don't understand these laws. Like, there was completely evidence of what she did to that baby, and I think it is because I had just asked Thomas. I think it's because the baby's alive. Um, Grandma wasn't on drugs either. I don't think she was on drugs because she watches her own grandkids and children. Um, yeah, so if you guys wasn't here at part one, go check it out because it pretty much explains that there was 3 people that was dumpster diving, and it's all on record. Here, let me find it. Give me 1 minute, guys. Her trial, she's on a $10,000 bond. They bond her out. She's on house arrest. Back in April, they tried to have her get rights to see, like have some visitation rights to see the baby. The judge denied that. So in December 19th of this year, she has a trial date. Okay, hold on 1 minute. If you guys want to see the video, give me 1 minute. Okay. I'm going to pause it. Here's the video, because I know most of you guys weren't here. There we go. All right, here you guys go. This is January 7th of 2022 around 2 o'clock p.m. There's no volume to it. There's nothing to it. Just a surveillance video.
Here, give me.
Thanks, Anarchy. And she tosses the baby in a dumpster, gets in her car. Now you see there's 3 people at the dumpster. They're digging through it, just trying to find some, whatever valuables or items or whatever, because I used to dumpster dive. Like, I know it's like, whatever. And, the woman's just looking around, whatever. You'll see the guy on the left side, if I believe, would pick out a garbage bag. So this is around January 7th of 2022, around 7:41 p.m. Now he picks up the garbage bag and he puts it back on the floor, ground. I got a dog that was in there, like a whimpering. Can you guys hear me? That just... Hold on. Something just happened to my computer for a minute. Let me go back. All right, here we go. So she's looking through the bag. And she pulls out the baby. All right. And now she's cradling it. And the one guy kind of tells her to go take the baby in the truck. So pretty much it's going to fast forward. Guys on the phone with the cops. It's going to fast forward here in a minute. And then the cops come up. So he was in there for 6 hours under 40-degree temperature, 40 degrees. The baby survived, and I think why the baby survived is when the baby comes out of a woman as a newborn, they still breathe like they're inside, like into a cocoon. So she probably wrapped that baby up really tight and then put it in a garbage bag and did it like that. So it felt like the baby was back into it. The baby felt like it was back into the womb of the mother. I kind of feel like that's why the baby survived in a way. But that's just my opinion. I think if the baby was overnight and then 3 people, if God didn't send those 3 people to dumpster dive, I think the baby would have been dead later on that night. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys check out part 1. That's with Alexis. She does her interview. This one was with the mother, and part 3 will be the father of the baby. And his side of the story, what was his relationship with Alexis and all this back and forth. After when we get done with the videos, we will do some digging in her all together, read some things on her. So hopefully I see you guys here. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want me to do any other cases, please email me at manextremexm@gmail.com. Hit the thumbs up or thumbs down for the video. If you are not friends with me on Facebook, check me out at manextremexm with the avatar that's up on the screen. And everything else is in my about section if you guys would like to, donate or be a part of. I'm very blessed to have you guys here. I like when I do stuff like this and there's a side chat and there's people talking and, talking about the case. I think it's pretty cool for people to get their opinions and, things on the case. But all right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, night. Stay true to yourself. Be kind. Thank you, Anarchy, Rosemary, Willow, Teresa. Who else was here? Janie. I think that's how you say her name. Janine was here, I think. Tiffany. And Willow and all the rest of you that came through. I appreciate it. I might be live sometime this week. I think in a couple of days I'll do part 3. Make sure you have your bell on, get all your notifications, so you could be here for part 3. So I hope everyone has a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.